Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 151 of the On Air Advocate. Where at the On Air Advocate, we look to provide education, support, and empowerment for all of those with different abilities, mental and medical illnesses, and their caregivers. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Tammy Flynn, and I am the host and producer of the On Air Advocate, and I am super excited if you are joining us here this evening or whether you are catching this on the replay. Now, as always, if you think anything that we're talking about today could be relevant or helpful for anyone in your circle, please hit the share button and share the love. So as you guys may have seen this morning, we are getting ready this weekend for World Cerebral Palsy. And we all got our grain. We all got our colors, different shades of balloons. We are ready. So for World Cerebral Palsy Day, which is going to take place on Sunday, October 6th. And so tonight I have three of my warriors advocates along with us. I have Miss Tylia.
Hi.
Miss Paula.
Hi.
And Miss Nykiah.
Hi.
So we are ready and we are excited to share with you guys some great ideas of ways that you can get involved, how you can help build awareness, things that are going on in your own communities. So first off, I think we will start with Miss Tylia. Can you just introduce yourself real quick, a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name's Tylia Flores. I'm a 24-year-old with spastic cerebral palsy. I am also the author of James Ticking Time Bomb.
Very nice. And Miss Paula.
Hi, everyone. My name is Paula Connelly. I am a parent, proud mom of a CP warrior, Nykiah Connelly. And she's right here with us. Nykiah is 17 years old, and she has spastic diplegia cerebral palsy. She loves God, and she loves music. Oh, and she loves Instagram.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So you need to follow her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She goes live all the time.
Wait, do we follow each other?
If not, you will after this.
Yeah.
So I don't know who wants to take the floor first with some things in your areas or in your towns where you guys live that happened for World CP Day. I don't know, Paula, if you want to kind of kick that off.
Okay. Yeah, we're here in my city. There's really not much I guess things going on, but Nykiah and myself, we just form our own CP World Day. So today we have some balloons that a friend of ours sent to us from New York. Her son is Winston, and he's 3 years old. He has cerebral palsy as well. So with these balloons today, I surprised Nykiah at her school, and I got all of her teachers, her bus drivers, some of the students to hold some of the balloons and tell everybody to support World Cerebral Palsy Day. Make sure you wear green. We're going to take these balloons on the road tomorrow, possibly to Walmart, and just hand out and talk to some strangers. We have some tags here that talks about World Cerebral Palsy, and it gives facts on what cerebral palsy is. So we're going to do that. We're planning on doing that tomorrow in our city.
Well, I think that that's so important when we talk about this, is that there's so many different ways to show support and to build awareness and to spread that. So Ms. Tylia, can you give everyone who's listening that might not know what cerebral palsy is, can you give them just a little bit of background about it?
Cerebral palsy is caused by a brain condition due to a loss of oxygen at birth. And originally cerebral palsy was called Little disease in the 1800s after Dr. John William Little discovered it, and he was a doctor in England.
Right, and you were telling me, so when did they make that decision to change the name of it?
I'm not really sure because you can't find many things about it, but I know it had to be after doctors discovered that cerebral palsy was not a disease and it had more to do with like brain functioning.
Mm-hmm. So, and there's multiple different types of cerebral palsy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That affect the body. So some people, right, are they affected just the extremities? I heard that the other day, that you can actually have CP and only have your legs, no other part of your body at all affected.
Yes, and that form of CP is called hemiplegia because it's like half of your body. So it can either be the top half or the bottom half, or it can be the left side or the right side can be affected with hemiplegia.
Okay.
I agree. I mean, I've had friends with hemiplegia as well, and I have spastic, and they're affected more as to where I'm not affected. And I also had a friend with spastic cerebral palsy who could not talk and but he could walk just fine. He just couldn't talk. But
Right.
he understood everything that was going on. So it varies from person to person.
Right.
Yeah.
And Talia, you and Nykiah both being CP warriors, you both are technically labeled with the same spastic, right?
Yes.
Right.
And so what we know by looking at that, and you telling us also about your other friends, is that you may fall under a category, but the category has lots of variation.
Yes.
Yeah, and it could be very different. Like they say that me and Miss Paula's daughter have the most severe cases, but I've seen worse cases.
Right.
And when you Google cerebral palsy, I often say the Venn diagrams aren't right about it. Like, have you seen the artwork that they do for CP? It makes us look like we're aliens.
Right.
And it gives people a negative view.
And yes, and one of the myths about children with cerebral palsy is that, they don't understand what's going on, and I tell them all the time, even the kids that can't talk, they fully understand what's going on. It's just a part of the brain that affects their movement is all. It doesn't affect, their intellect. It just affects their movement.
I agree with you 100%. I had a friend in middle school that he used a communication box, and whenever he was mad at the teachers, he spoke his mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? May not have been nice. He would curse in the box, but they would assume that he didn't know. And I'm like, no, he knows. Just listen to him.
Right. Exactly.
I think that's also a whole nother segment when we talk about like invisible disabilities, where you can see things and then you can't, because people always have assumptions.
Right.
So if you can't speak, if you're wheelchair bound, whatnot, you must have this level of function. Well, that we know that means something, that there's so many variations. Now, how many people worldwide have CP?
17 million.
Is that, do you know if that's growing? Do you hear that, because there's so many different conditions because of the foods we eat, and they say the environment, they say that things and numbers are growing. Do we feel like that's growing, or do we feel like it's getting better?
I feel like it's growing, unfortunately.
Yeah, same here.
Unfortunately, it's growing, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of awareness about cerebral palsy. Like, you look at cerebral palsy, and there's not enough awareness about it. When I walk into a store, I see awareness about autism, and Autism Speaks, but where's the Cerebral Palsy Foundation?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the green for us? In Dick's Sporting Goods, autism and breast cancer have their own section. Why can't we have our own section? And then we have Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month during a month where everybody goes green for St. Patrick's Day.
Well, when we are done with this show, I know you're going to take that to some kind of superintendent, some kind of thing.
Yes.
Because she thinks that's ridiculous, which it is, because, then you're crossing over, it's kind of the holiday.
Yeah. I mean, because someone like us, like we don't, although we live here in a city where St. Patrick's Day is huge. I mean, like one of the biggest celebrations they have across the world. But we as a family, we don't, celebrate St. Patrick's Day. But it's hard for me, like if I walk around wearing green, everyone thinks I'm wearing green for St. Patrick's Day.
Same here. And in Florida, they have all these events for St. Patrick's Day, and everybody's like, oh, you're always Irish all year round, huh? I'm like, only if you knew my story and my condition, and that's when I have to sit down with people and tell them the story of my cerebral palsy and X, Y, and Z. Not that I want a pity party from it. I just want to spread awareness so that people know that it's not a St. Patrick's Day thing. It's a condition that's a part of my life.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Paula, because on your side of things, being a mom and being an advocate, have you heard over time that with the condition, that there was anything that they say like proactively that you're supposed to be doing? I mean, or does it just happen? There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Right. Yeah, I think it just happens. I mean, in my case, Nykiah has a twin sister, and during my pregnancy, I got amniocentesis. I got like 2 of them, and I was never told that, she had a brain injury. So, we were shocked when we found out. But, once we found out and we read up on cerebral palsy, because I really hadn't heard anything about cerebral palsy prior to that. And, of course, we accepted the condition and we just, make it do what it do pretty much. We just carry on and make the most out of it. Nykiah is loving life and we're loving life along with her. So
they're going to be YouTube stars.
That's awesome.
Guys.
Yeah.
With all their dancing and singing.
yes.
I love them on YouTube. I'm like,
but with so many conditions now, they kind of talk about proactively or things they're finding in the environment that are changing things. But I know for myself, obviously you guys know that I have an adult son that has different abilities, and there's no rhyme or reason for anything. There are no answers, for those things. It's more just taking care of, the conditions you have and trying to live your best life and have the best quality of life and doing that. But I think what you guys are talking about so much is really spreading that awareness, letting people know about CP, letting them know how they can get involved, how they can support. So what would you say are 3 things on Sunday that people could do?
Well, first off, they can wear anything green, like last year for CP Awareness Month, Nykiah passed out over 100 of these bracelets to people here in our city. So, I mean, we'll tell everybody, if you have your bracelets, to wear your bracelet. And not only in our city, but we sent bracelets to Alabama, to Florida, different places. So if you have your bracelet, make sure you wear that on Sunday. Wear anything green. We're also going to be passing out some of these lovely balloons as well. So
I love those balloons.
yeah. So, I mean, it's real simple.
Real simple things. Tylia, what do you think?
I would say mostly for me, I would also say wear green, but I would also say spread the word on social media. If you have a local UCP by you, go volunteer for the day. Get to know everybody and spread awareness on social media.
Right, and I think that that's a great one, because if you don't know what to do, maybe you're not connected, to any association, or maybe you're not even connected or associated with anyone that that has CP.
Right.
Read about it, take a moment to read some of the content and share some of the things on Sunday. So not only are you building your awareness, you're showing support, but you're helping somebody else do the same. There are many organizations obviously out there that do collect different funds and, donations, and obviously that all goes, to different research and all of that as well. So I will definitely list some of those below. Are you guys connected? So Tylia, you're connected in Florida with the UCP there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Paula, where are you and Nykiah?
We're just connected, just her and I. I think they actually have one here in Savannah, and I've been looking up some information about it, but I'm going to look more into it. And if they do, we're definitely be heading over there. But it's just basically us.
Yeah.
Right.
Bringing awareness.
Just show support to the fellow CP warriors out there, because we need it.
Right.
Definitely. And some of the statistics, and what I wanted to show you guys on the World CP Day, so it's worldcpday.com. I cannot believe how comprehensive their website is. It's amazing. It has packets for your school that you can take to school, with posters for school broken down for the kids in your school, games you can play, whatnot. It also goes through, if you can see this, like the diagnosis, the treatment, all the facts. It has fact sheets in every language. In every language.
That's what I love about that site too, is that it's so positive and so educational. Versus when you Google CP, or if a doctor tells you about it, they're going to show you a picture of an alien-looking, scary Venn diagram.
I wonder, where did that come from?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we need to bring awareness about that too, because the other day I was Googling, because I'm an author, so I'm working on a second book currently, and I was Googling Venn diagrams for CP, and I saw one, and it was horrendous. It was like the kid had his head upside down with his legs crisscrossed, and he was like this stiff. It made me cry. I'm like, is this really what they're giving parents when their children are first diagnosed?
Mm-hmm. Well, you wonder, what are those new brochures that have come out, and how do they break it down? Because even myself, who obviously I'm on the air and I meet lots of people within the CP community that are at all different levels, is it ever really broken down in proper picture form of this is what spastic's like, this is what is it dysplasia, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Hemiplegia and quadriplegic. No, it's not properly broken down. They just basically have like shaded areas. Like if you're quadriplegic, they just shade like both your arms and both your feet like in green. If you're hemiplegia, they just shade half of your body in green. So
have you guys seen the one for mild CP? That one's worse. Unfortunately.
Mild CP?
Yeah, like they have one for mild CP and the person's legs are all scissored, and I have a best friend with mild CP from North Carolina, and her legs never get scissored. She just has the problem with her hand, like, and she walks like a penguin, but.
Right. But, I think that this is so good to make people aware. Tylia and Nykiah and Paula, you being here tonight, is you really, really showing that there are so many variations. So, you never judge a book by its cover. What you think you saw online, you need to do a little bit of your own investigating, your own research. But I, as someone who does tons of investigating of websites and who has great content, because I'm never one to try to repeat someone else's content, like people do it well. And I'm telling you that this worldcpday.com does it well. And so their information is spot on. It's on for teachers, it's on for educators, it's on for medical professionals, it's on for families, and really breaking down statistics, where things are at, how you can get involved. And I do know that there is, there's the Go Green campaign, but there's like a Go Green.
Like on the go, yes, like a movement, yes. And that's actually Sunday. And they just basically want people to post some, at 1:00 Sunday. They want everyone to basically get moving or go move at 1:00 simultaneously around the world for CP Day.
Okay, so like getting, whether it be outside or in your house, just kind of getting your green on.
Go walking, go to a park, something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Disney Springs and visiting Mickey and going bowling.
Okay. Next time we come to Florida, we'll have to come and visit you, Tylia.
Yeah, I'm down.
She's got all the fun stuff. And I know I saw on that World CP website is that you can put in where you live. That Go Green, and
you can
tell you.
Yeah. You can put, like, I've been doing it for years now, but you could put a picture of yourself and where you live in the campaign and enter a contest to hold their poster.
Yes, so you can do that. But you also can find out if there is any events going on
in your area. Yes.
Right. Because you guys are in Savannah, Georgia. You're in Florida, and I'm in Wisconsin. And it always sounds like I'm in the worst place.
I know, Tammy. You gotta move.
Yeah, we're here where it was 94 degrees today.
Oh, yeah.
It was 42 when I woke up this morning.
It was 98 degrees today. I'm thinking about going swimming after this.
Everyone living their best life. We just have to do it with the scarf.
That's Tammy, because she lives in Wisconsin.
I know, it's never like the fun place to say. So I encourage you, we encourage all of you, Tylia, Nykiah, and Paula, to get out there, to show your green.
Right, show your green.
Yeah, and if you follow me personally on Instagram, you saw, I can't show you real close, but I got my flashy green eyeliner on, so you can even just do that.
That's right.
Just something.
Yeah.
And go out there, blow up balloons, give them away, share a post on social media.
Make
anything else? What do
Make cupcakes.
Make cupcakes. Yeah.
Green food coloring.
Paula, we're going to be looking for you to do that on Sunday.
Right.
Paula cooks. Put that out there. So you guys, anything else that you'd like to depart with ideas or just final thoughts? We can start here with Miss Tylia.
My final thought would be people with cerebral palsy could do anything that you can do, just in a different way, and you just got to keep on stomping despite the obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
That was my thought, Talia.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. But yes, like Talia said, basically people with cerebral palsy, they are very intellectual. Do not discount them, especially if they're in a wheelchair. Say hello to them. That's one of the main things. Instead of staring at them, just stop and say hello to them, and you'll be surprised. They'll speak back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that often. Like, can she talk? My mom's like, I don't know, ask her. Or when I go to the doctor's office and they're talking to her and I'm answering all their questions, I'm like, Lord.
Same thing happened to Nykiah just yesterday. They were talking to me and Nykiah was answering all the questions. Because I'm looking at her like, you'll be 18 soon, so just go ahead and, she know more about her than I do, pretty much.
Yeah. Nykiah, what are your final thoughts?
So everybody follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, she's acting shy.
Oh, Nykiah, you can't act shy.
Just wave at him, girl.
We can.
She said you can wear green.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And you'll see her wearing her green on her Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you will. All right. Well, that sounds awesome, guys. I'll be sporting my green as well and sharing lots of information and content. So if you're looking for facts and all that kind of stuff, you definitely can find it here on the Honor Advocate page on Sunday that you can share off of. But I am certain that if you follow Miss Talia, and Talia, you're under Stompin'
On CP with Tylia. That is my Instagram. My Twitter is stomping on CP01. And my Facebook is Stomping on Cerebral Palsy with Tylia. And my website is www.tyliaflores.com.
Nice. So you guys got all that, right? She's going to drop it below in the comments when we're done.
Yes.
And Paula and Nykiah, you guys have, I know, different accounts.
Yes, Nykiah's is Nykiah Connelly, that's her name. And mine is Special Needs Mom Mission.
Nice. And I know you guys have some on YouTube, right? Is there a YouTube channel name?
It's just Nykiah Connelly. No, Queen Kayla. Queen Kayla.
I have my YouTube channel too, which we have to subscribe to each other now.
Right.
And that's just basically my name.
Yes, okay.
All right, so we're going to drop all those below so you guys can follow along. And these ladies will definitely have information up this weekend. So if you want to share off of their pages, off of the Honor Advocate, we are here and we want to continue to spread awareness each and every day, not just every year. This is a daily thing and get stuff out there. So with that, thank you ladies so much for taking time out of your Friday nights. And all weekend long, right, Nykiah? You can wear all weekend long.
And the celebration starts from Friday all the way to Monday.
That's right.
Yeah. Make it like a Memorial Day weekend.
There you go. There you go. So with that, we'll drop all of the links below. I'm also going to drop some of those resources of like the worldcpday.com and whatnot so that you can find those resources as well. Ladies, if there's any other resources you guys are thinking of, you can drop them in the comments too. But with that, you guys all enjoy your Friday evening. Make sure you guys have a safe weekend. Go in your closet right now when we get off of here and find some green.
Yeah, find the green.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching the On Air Advocate tonight. If you guys want any more information about the On Air Advocate, you can go to onairadvocate.com or you can go up to the top of this Facebook page, hit the blue button, and you can get into our private group. Talia's got it. She's
right there, folks.
blue button. Thank you, Talia. Thank you, Nykiah. Thank you, Paula.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Happy World CP Day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.